Actress Tippi Hedren would later confess it was stupid beyond belief to treat a 400-pound beast like a domestic pet at their home during the 70s. After the breakup of the USSR, the Lithuanian basketball team couldn't afford to participate in the 1992 Olympics. An iconic Chicago image of some Southside boys taken in 1941. A party you wish you hadn't missed. A photographer captures the exact moment an IRA car bomb explodes outside the Old Bailey, London on the 8th of March 1973. Behind every successful woman stands a man who. Check it out, Prague. Did you know that food delivery in Japan started over 300 years ago during the Edo period? Even rock stars were young once. Hate your life, it could be worse, spent in the lower dungeon of Warwick Castle, for instance. Have you ever liked your car so much you stuck it on the wall? Joachim Bonnier did. Haught your life was boring? Well, you were probably right. In 1955, Playboy ran a story that depicted a future where homosexuality was the norm. Heterosexuality was outlawed and anti-straight mobs marched the streets. In 1960, David Latimer planted a garden inside of a giant glass bottle and sealed it shut. In 1983, Freddie Heineken was kidnapped, held to ransom 16M, and later said, "They tortured me for 3 days, they made me drink Carlsberg." In the early 1980s, infamous drug lord Pablo Escobar created a family zoo full of exotic animals in Colombia, Iran in the good old days. Jimmy Walker, who was the 97th mayor of NYC, which you obviously knew already, seen chilling with members of the Blackfeet Nation tribe in 27. John Daly sharing an intimate moment with his wife after winning the 1995 British Open. Kharkiv evacuation 2022 uncolorized. Life advice: be a lot more like Roger Moore on the set of the 1973 Bond movie Live Let Die, and ignore all your emails until Monday morning. Lufthansa serving pork and draft beer on planes in the 1960s. Man experiences irony 1966. May I present Citroën Karen, the most beautiful ugly piece of shush tive ever seen. Millennials' childhood summed in one photo: Macaulay Culkin in an RL Polo and Reebok pump. Twilight zones while leaning on the DeLorean. NASA trying out a spacesuit intended for the moon landing 1962. Not only were the tallest and shortest players in history active in the NBA at the same time. One small step for aviation history, but a giant leap for mankind. Patient Zero. POV Urea ballsy journalist in 1931 taking photos of mobsters at the Al Capone trial. Russia just dropped a bomb on a building of a drama theater where about 1,000 people, children included, were sheltering. Salvador Dali and his Anteater having a stroll out of the Paris Metro 1969. Sean Connery between takes on the set of the 1971 James Bond film. Some 40 years ago, in October of 1981, Sweden woke up to find a Soviet Whiskey-class submarine stuck on a rock. Some nerds caption Crown Prince Wilhelm of Germany striking a pose while inspecting the troops' CA. Spice Girls in 1997. Taking a knee before it was popular. The door to the dining area of the Alcobaça Monastery in Portugal was made narrow so that monks who got too fat were forced to go into fasting. The Miami Zoo put 30 flamingos in the bathroom to protect them from Hurricane Andrew in 1992. The most fascinating man in the world, maybe. The world's last Stone Age tribe lives on North Sentinel Island in the Indian Ocean, and they are known for defending their island against all visitors. This is how Marlene Dietrich showed up in Paris in 1933 after being told not to wear pants upon arrival. This photo taken by Dennis Hutchinson in the 80s reminds me of our relationship. Tsar Nicholas II. Your periodic reminder that all of this started because one tiny bureaucrat felt he wasn't getting enough respect 30 years ago.